Know them youngins mean business when they in their rental truck. They gon' spin till they dizzy or the
Greetings from 2K Sports. Welcome to our win. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
And now Dallas' starting group. We've got Julius Randle. He's out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Christie in at the 2. Outside McDaniels. A shot from the mid-range. And Davis with the basket on the assist by McDaniels.
Yeah, the versatility of Davis on offense, he doesn't have to be right under the hoop to score.
Here's Gobert. And he converts the layup.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
And Minnesota with possession here. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Good! Another from 3.
And he shattered the franchise's single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all year long. Pass to Reed. Inside. Davis misses.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Well, Kyrie Irving's creativity is indisputable. This guy can score it, but he is also an excellent passer.
Here's Dillingham. He's guarded by Irving. Davis a screen. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
What an absolute joy to watch. This team is playing a beautiful brand of basketball right now. Everything about it. The athleticism, the basketball skill, the intelligence, the heart, the toughness, the commitment. These guys have been extraordinary.
Picked by Gobert. Here's Irving. That one goes in.
Kyrie Irving has such a tight handle that regardless of what's in front of him, he will get past you and get to the cup.
Here's Dillingham. He's guarded by Irving. Dillingham, no good.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Christie's got 5 now.
I just love the ball movement.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Edwards for 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. Irving against McDaniels. Here's Gobert. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Kamara, he's checked in for Christie. Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. Here's Reed. The 3 ball. Minnesota again missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Outside Irving. McDaniels covering. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's deflected. And he recovers it. Second chance effort. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
This is a team they faced and overcame in last year's playoffs.
Shoots. Can't nail the jumper.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. Edwards has got his second basket of the game.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
So So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
And with almost all of the season in the books, the power rankings can tell you a lot. Taking a look at the Timberwolves, they've still got a solid hold on that third spot.
You know, for the Mavericks, they've fulfilled expectations plus some. They're flying high down the stretch, looking nearly invincible.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
On the wing, Davis. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Launches it from deep. Randall can't hit.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Here's Irving. Nice shot from the wing. Irving's got his second bucket on the night. Timberwolves trail by 8. Got a piece of it. There's 49 seconds left in the first. Nails it from beyond the arc.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Great work by the defense. That's the intensity coaches want to see.
Randall on the screen. Irving, the pass to Randall.
Well, Randall works so hard down low, earns him these fouls in the process.
First trip to the line for him here. He misses the free throw. No good on the second free throw.
Uncharacteristic trip to the line for him. Just lost his feel on those shots.
Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
How about the handle of Anthony Edwards? So much tighter. That is so good.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Oh, okay then.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Randall. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
So far, they've had a lot of success off fast break plays, and they'll probably continue to push the tempo as much as possible.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
On the court right now for the Mavericks, we've got Julius Randle. Davion Mitchell is out there with Moody. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's Kamare in at the 4 spot. Pass to Beal. Here's Kolek. There's the 3. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
And the shot goes in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Kolek's shot is off.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Jones from outside. And it's Conlon with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 14. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Clark. Here's Conlon. Checked by Randall. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Kolek's shot is off. Dallas leading by 14. Now here's Randall. Moody from outside. Drains the triple. Moody's got 7 points in the game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
You know, Doris, what you love about this time of year, some of these games have a playoff atmosphere.
It's been fascinating. The changes the league has made certainly has had an impact on how competitive these late season games are. Desperation starts to kick in. Every win is cause for celebration. Every loss hurts. It can't play any better than that.
Outside Edwards. Reed sets a screen. Shot to stop the run. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. 11 points in the game.
Doesn't matter where on the floor Anthony Edwards is. That shot mechanic's so pretty, so fluid.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Davis, he's checked in for Clark. And Jaden McDaniels subbed in for Bradley Beal. Now, for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Here's McDaniels. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Well, 9 times out of 10, that probably is a miss, but somehow he finds a way.
Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
Here's Dillingham. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Davis. To the paint. The kick out to Edwards. From downtown. Knocks it down from distance.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Beal's checked in. And a pause in the action. Let's check out the league leaders in assists. Number 1, Kyrie Irving. And, of course, Davion Mitchell.
You gotta love watching both of these guys move the rock. They really put on a clinic in ball movement and finding teammates in their spots.
So for Dallas, Jackson Davis is checked in for Julius Randle. Jones comes in for Kamara. And Kyrie Irving is subbed in for Mitchell. Jones against McDaniels. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Herb Jones picks one up.
Jaden McDaniels is a guy who will embrace physicality, does a nice job drawing contact.
Isaac, he's checked in for Dallas.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. And Dallas making a change here. Kamara's checked in. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Christie with a rebound. Dallas leading by 10. A minute 50 left in the first half. And they call an illegal screen here.
You're not going to be perfect. For the most part, they've really taken care of the ball.
Minnesota has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Irving, that's good.
Well, what do? If you play up on Kyrie, he'll go by. If you back off him, he'll pull up. Pick your poison, doesn't matter.
McDaniels passes to Davis. Back to Daniels. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. McDaniels got 6 points.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Down low. Here's Kamari. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 12. That's tipped. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Gobert's checked in for the Mavericks. Julius Randle comes in from Camara. McDaniels finds Reed. It's Beal on the wing. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet, and he gets it to go.
The sweet shooter looks good from any range. The mid-range, Bradley Beal says, yes, sir, that's in my bag.
McDaniels covering to the inside. Gobert, no good.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Beal's shot is off. And Irving has got the ball here for Dallas. 17 points was their biggest margin. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, they connected from outside all game. And the defense had absolutely no answer for it.
It's always a good thing when the defense is scrambling. Whenever there was open space on the perimeter, their shooters were able to locate it.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And so we wrap up the first half. Dallas on top, up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Dallas Mavericks. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a little too creative?
I wish you wear an alternative jersey every once in a while, Ernie.
Yeah, man. You know, your threads are getting a little bit stale. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up with this? I just asked a basketball question, and now it's a personal attack. I'm done with you two. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Dallas Mavericks.
I love their game plan. Work the rock inside until someone stops it.
It's a simple, direct strategy, Shaq. And when you can pull it off, it gives you a multitude of options offensively.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Nas Reed out there with Davis. And it's Dillingham in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. From behind the arc. On target from range.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Left side Irving. Three-pointer. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Timberwolves trail by 8. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Dillingham. McDaniels got 8 points.
Yeah, Jaden McDaniels with a very good sense for when he should look to score it, especially in the painted area.
Hits the trifecta.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
And here's Dillingham from the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Irving finds Randle. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Well, Julius Randle has put in time to grow his ability to make three-point shots. Nice delivery.
Pass to Edwards. Launches it. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in the game. foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Drops in the layup for 2. 12 points for him.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Timberwolves trail by 16. Outside McDaniels. Davis a screen. McDaniels against Irving. 6 to shoot. And here's Dillingham from the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Minnesota again missing.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And stolen by Edwards. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Buries it from 3. Dillingham's got 6 points in the quarter.
Maybe he's playing better during winning time. Silent in the first half, but since then he has taken over.
Well, Doris, we've heard Anthony Edwards declare himself as the best player in the league.
Well, B.A., when you got the game to back it up, you don't mind putting yourself out there. And Anthony Edwards has charisma, highly skilled, and he's fearless when it matters most. Look out for the Ant-Man.
Yep, that one goes.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
And down it goes. Dumped it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, such an impressive athlete. Mr. McDaniels, send it in.
Timberwolves trail by 17. And here's Edwards outside. No good that time.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Christie. And a miss there on the triple. Well, the Timberwolves shooting just about 33% since this second half started to the middle. Reed can't hit.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation. Building confidence in that deep ball, 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Minnesota. Pass to McDaniels. Davis a screen. Outside Reed. Jacks up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Reed's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
Davis with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 17. Here's McDaniels. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Here's Edwards. Lays it up and banks it in. Edwards has got 18.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Edwards, a pass to Reed. Back to Edwards. From the top of the key. Doesn't go for him. He got it up. No good on the shot. And so it's Dallas. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court right now for Dallas, we've got Herb Jones, and it's Christie in at the 2.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence is impressive to see. Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And there's the whistle. That one goes on Herb Jones. That'll be a second foul of the game. Oh, it's stolen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Christie's shot is off. Timberwolves trail by 16. Mitchell, the pass to Christie. From deep three-point range. Bradley grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Sacramento Kings. And then Sunday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And looking at the Heat matchup, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Well, Bradley Beal does not need to handle the ball to be a threat. He gets to the catch-and-shoot game and makes the defense pay.
From about 16, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Right side, Edwards. And Clark gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
That is an absolute dime from the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. Every year gets better as a playmaker.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
Allie, thank you. Here's Christie. Counted from distance. Christie's got 12 points in just the second half.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Here's Clark. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Pass to Dillingham. Launches a three. Fires in the triple. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. And it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Timeout. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Some changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Miller. Davis comes in for Clark. And McDaniels is subbed in for Beal. Pass to Edwards. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Christie. The three is up. Knocks down the triple. Christie's got 27.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Naz Reid has proven to be a matchup nightmare for opposing big men, Doris.
He has, B.A., and the reason is he's bigger and stronger than most four men. Traditional fives are too slow to stay with him. He can space you out to the three-point line, or he can punish you on the inside. Naz has got big-time game.
The last one's off. They'll settle for two.
Well, the beauty of someone like Naz Reid, he's proven already in his career. You can bring him off the bench to great effect, or if you need him to be a step-in starter, he's equally capable.
This one for three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Shoots from 12, connects, the jumper drops. That's 29 for him. 1:50 left in the fourth quarter here. Edwards for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Christie. And the three-pointer goes. Christie's got 32 points.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Kolek. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge. You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Mavericks.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And it seems like these guys are never satisfied, always hungry for more. They push themselves to their 66th win for the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next two times these squads meet.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Edwards. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist by Edwards.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And he knocks down the first one. It's both from the stripe. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. Beal against Jones. Off the inbound pass. And down it goes. Jam that one home. And So Dallas takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. As we leave, we present our player of the game.